Hi, this is Barbara from Coffee for a Dream. I've been getting a few questions around how I managed to stop drinking coffee and if I've substituted it for anything else. So I wanted to talk about that really quick today. As like for my whole life, really, I've always been a bit of a night owl. I've always had a really hard time waking up in the morning, and I always felt like I needed to sleep a lot longer than the average person, and it frustrated me. But I finally just kind of I guess, accepted it. I thought, well, this is just how I was built. And then when I decided to join the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter day Saints, I was a little bit conflicted because I come from a very culture, like coffee culture, and where it's very much part of your day to day life. And I think the first time I ever tried coffee, I was maybe 8 years old. So it's just been around for a very long time. But I decided to quit, so I could get baptized. And, maybe 4 days after I stopped drinking coffee after my baptism, I realized that my sleep cycle just kind of reset. I would start waking up at like 6:30 in the morning on my own, feeling super refreshed. And I went from being a total night owl to being a morning person, which to this day, it's unbelievable for me. And so it's been super positive. So that's helped me not want to go back to drinking coffee just because I didn't realize at the time how much damage it was doing to my sleep cycle. And as a substitute, this was actually maybe inspired by sacrament meeting because as a former Catholic, I would have, bread and wine at church. And then, I went to some evangelical churches and they would do bread and grape juice, which I always thought was a little weird. And then when I went to sacrament meeting and I saw that they just did bread and water, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And I just drink a lot more water now, and it's been great.